The deeper we look into the universe, the more we realize how little we truly understand. We build our world on the foundations of physics and chemistry, believing we have mastered the elements. But in hidden corners of our planet, and in the silent depths of our past, objects have been found that defy these very foundations. They are materials that, according to our science, should not exist, yet they do. These are not just anomalies, they are echoes of a knowledge we have either lost or are yet to discover. Prepare to question the boundaries of what is possible. Number 5. The Uber Tuba magnesium. In 1957, a strange metallic rain fell over the skies of Uber Tuba, Brazil. Fishermen watched as glowing fragments descended from a silent, exploding object in the sky. When analyzed, the samples were found to be magnesium of a purity so extreme it was unheard of at the time. Terrestrial magnesium is always found with impurities, trace elements that tell the story of its geological birth. But the Uber Tuba fragments were different. They contained none. Scientists were baffled. The technology to produce magnesium of this grade did not exist on Earth in 1957. Even today, it would be an expensive and complex process. So, where did it come from? The official explanation remains inconclusive, but the material itself sits in labs, a silent testament to a day when the impossible fell from the sky. It whispers a question we cannot answer. Who made it, and how? Number 4. The Williams enigmalith. In 1998, an electrical engineer named John J. Williams was hiking in a remote area when he discovered a peculiar-looking rock. Embedded within the granite was what appeared to be a manufactured component. It had 3 metallic prongs, seemingly part of a larger electrical device, fused into a stone that geologists estimate is around 100,000 years old. The object, now known as the enigmalith, defies all conventional understanding of technological history. No known natural process can explain how a modern-looking electrical connector could become embedded in ancient granite. X-ray analysis reveals it has a complex internal structure, and its origin is a complete paradox. It suggests a level of technology present in an era when humans were thought to be using primitive stone tools. The enigmalith is a glitch in the timeline, an artifact that shouldn't be there, challenging the very story of our own past. Number 3. The Iron Pillar of Delhi. Standing tall in the Qutub complex in Delhi, India, is a 23-foot pillar of iron that has puzzled metallurgists for centuries. Erected over 1,600 years ago, it has stood exposed to the harsh Indian monsoons and scorching sun, yet it shows almost no signs of rust or corrosion. For context, modern iron would have disintegrated into rust in a fraction of that time. Early theories suggested it was made of a unique, unidentifiable metal. However, analysis confirmed it is 98% pure wrought iron. The secret to its longevity appears to lie in its creation, a process that modern science struggles to fully replicate. Its surface is coated in a thin, protective layer of miserwite, a compound of iron, oxygen, and hydrogen, formed by a high phosphorus content in the iron and the specific environmental conditions. But how ancient blacksmiths achieved this perfect chemical balance without the aid of modern furnaces or analytical tools remains a profound mystery. It's as if they understood chemistry on a level we are only just beginning to grasp. Number 2. The Iode aluminum wedge. In 1974, workers digging on the banks of the Mureș River in Romania unearthed 3 objects buried 30 feet deep. 2 were the fossilized bones of a mastodon, an extinct elephant-like mammal that died out over 11,000 years ago. The third object, however, made no sense. It was a wedge of lightweight metal, which analysis confirmed was a complex alloy of aluminum, coated in a thick oxide layer that suggested it was extremely old, perhaps even as old as the bones it was found with. The problem is, aluminum was not discovered by humanity until 1825, and it could not be produced in industrial quantities until the late 1800s. The alloy's composition, containing traces of 11 other elements, is complex and precise. It is undeniably a manufactured object, found in a geological layer that predates human civilization as we know it. The object rests in a museum, a piece of impossible technology sealed in the earth long before its time. It is a message from a ghost, an engineer, who existed in a time that should never have been. Number 1. Starlight. In the late 1980s, an amateur chemist and hairdresser from Britain named Maurice Ward invented a substance that could change the world. He called it Starlight. In televised demonstrations, he would coat an egg in the material and hold it in the flame of a blowtorch producing over 1,000 degrees Celsius. After 5 minutes, the egg was cool enough to be picked up by hand. When cracked open, it was still raw. Starlight could withstand temperatures that would vaporize most materials. It was tested by military and aerospace agencies, and it passed every trial. It could even withstand a simulated nuclear blast. Yet Ward refused to sell the formula, fearing it would fall into the wrong hands. He claimed it was a simple, organic polymer that could be made in a kitchen blender. Despite offers of millions, he took the secret of its composition to his grave in 2011. To this day, the world's most advanced laboratories, with all their technology, have been unable to reverse engineer or replicate Starlight. The ultimate insulator, a material that defied thermal physics, was created, demonstrated, and then lost forever. It exists now only in grainy video recordings, a phantom of lost potential. The world is not as solid as it appears. It is a place of shadows and echoes, where impossible objects serve as reminders of what we do not know. These materials are more than just scientific curiosities. They are markers on a map that leads to the edge of our understanding. They suggest that the history we have written for ourselves may only be one chapter in a much larger and stranger story.